Okay. I hope I'm audible. Let me know if I'm audible, Shante. I hope I've said your name right though. Let me know when you're ready. Let me know if I'm audible. I'm not audible. Uh, Everything seems fine on my end. Okay, I'm glad. I wasn't speaking, so that's probably what you thought of it. Anyways, as for your reading, there's a lot of nurturing energy. Okay, that was like the first thing I saw. Okay, you heal parts of him he didn't know were hurt. You know, like he didn't. It's like how you realize you have a cut on your finger once you wash your hands, right? And it's like being around you encourages him to, see what's wrong in him and, to work on those parts of him. And it gives him a whole new perspective on life, you know, and it's like you make him so happy that he feels like, what, I want to get up and dance. That you bring out his inner child feels safe with you. um, you know okay, Priyanka, you'll have to wait. Okay, but as for his intentions with you, he has every intention to, pursue this connection. And like, he's not in the mindset that, that it's going to end up in marriage and all that, but he is more of, let's see where this goes. He's right now, he's in the energy of going with the flow. Does that make sense? But like, he feels as though his heart finally has a home. Like, he found his home. he's also in a very experimental energy. He wants to give anything and everything a go. Like, I think there's something he wants to try that you are not open to experience. And that's kind of throwing him off a little bit, but he does not have an intention of leaving you, so to speak. But it would really, really, really make him happy if you experience what he wants you to experience with you. I don't know what it is. It could be something to do with something he wants to experience in bed or something, because that's like the first thing that came to me. Like, there's something he wants to experience in bed that you're not open to, but it could be anything. But there's just something about him wanting, like, a homemaker, like a stay-at-home wife. There's just something about independent women that throws him off a little bit. But you're changing his perspective on that a little bit. Like, he wants to, wake up to you cooking breakfast or something, and he wants to come back home to you, and you've cooked this amazing meal for him and all that. Let's see if there's something else that needs to come. There's a longing he has with you for some reason. It's like he wants something from you, from this connection, but you are not down for it. Mm-hmm. Like, he's trying to reach out to you, like, how do I explain this? It's like he longs for something with you, but then he doesn't know if he is in the position to expect that from you. Yeah, it's giving a very domestic vibe. Like, he wants you to, exactly, like, I mean, he doesn't want you to, be dependent on him, obviously. But yeah, he's very old school like that in, you know, the household roles and stuff. But he does see a future as in getting married and having kids and all. It's a part of his fantasy, right? He wants to, get married, have kids and all that, but he is not sure if it's the right time. It feels too early. But he would love to build something with you. Do you have any follow-up questions, or is there something I can, clarify for you? Let me know. Priyanka, today is only for paid readings and members. Priyanka, I cannot change that. You can always come back when I'm doing, a free reading queue and all that. Okay, sure, we can look into this, but he does not want to leave you. He wants to experience things with you, and he wants to build things with you, with the help of family and friends, obviously. But no, he does not want to leave you for her, but he does want you to, be down to experiencing something with him. but he's trying to, balance two things together. But are you both officially together? Because I think there may have been a past with her. And like if both of you are not together, mm, let me know if this is officially a thing, or are you both, unofficially there? Because there may have been a past with her. Yeah, it is. It is. She's a little concerning as well. But it's just that there's this need that's unsatisfied because you are not open to experiencing something with him. So he may be drawn to her because she was open to experiencing that with him. But like he's just drawn to her. He's just drawn to her like that. But it's more of his sexual needs. It's something to do with something in bed that you're not willing to experience with him yet. And okay, you know what, he is kind of ashamed to say this. I think maybe he likes being dominated or pegged, if that makes sense. But you know what I'll do? I'll do a spread of his feelings for her and her feelings for him. Does that sound good to you? Yeah. Can you give me her feelings for him? And okay. Her feelings for him are like she is always down to experiencing things with him, and like there's this that like anything he'll ask for, he knows she's ready to give it. Like that's the kind of submission she's given him, that whatever you want, I'm here for it. Like there's literally no boundaries when it comes to her like that. But she recognizes that there is okay, let me get through this and then we'll do her as well. Okay. Yeah, but she's moving on from this energy. Okay, like she's experienced the pain and she understands that now he has someone else in his life and she shouldn't be interfering. It's more of the sexual part of things that she's down to experiencing with him and all that. That's a little concerning, but she's moving on as well. Like she was giving him that kind of a submission that we can do whatever you want, but then that was at a point where he was out and about in the market. But now he's taken and all that stuff, so she's like, she doesn't want to be the side girl or whatever character. Okay, universe, what are his feelings for her? Yeah, there was this longing that it was the kind of gratification he got out of her, and how he could just do whatever he wants with her, And yep, I know. And you know how she could always satisfy him in a manner of speaking, but he's letting that part of his life go behind, you know. It is whatever it is, whatever happened, happened, but you know, now there's something else in his life, there's someone else in his life, someone more important, and you know, he has a lot more to lose now. So he's decided that, you know, she's not worth it, she's not worth the energy, she's not worth the trouble, and it's not. And it's sorry about that, but there's a lot of moving on energy as well. Okay, so like both of them are moving on. No, it's not reversed. That's why initially it was like, you know, they had a thing in the past with, but you know, they're letting it go because she was down to experiencing things with him that he's not comfortable sharing with you just yet. But that doesn't mean that, you know, he's going to let that get in between. She is his past for a reason, right? And you're his present. And like honestly, like the relation with her was, you know, slowly draining. You know, it's like although she's good at, and like she's good at satisfying his needs in bed, emotionally she's a very draining person. It's like you sit down and talk to her and you're like, oh, that's all the social interaction I can do today. You know, that's the kind of person she is emotionally. Glass Rose today is only for paid readings and members. So if you'd like a reading, you'll have to buy one. Okay, is there anything I can clarify for you there? Or we can just move on to the next question you had. But don't worry about it. Both of them had, you know, a thing, a fling, but both of them are in the energy of moving on. 1 minute. Glass Rose, it's $3 per question, and the links are on the top. If you'd like. Okay, we're moving on to Shaw Glass Rose. Okay, we're doing Atiba's feelings for him. For you. Okay, wait. Okay, do you want his feelings for you? And then, uh, okay, I'm a little confused by that question. Okay, so it's like you want how he feels about you and then how he feels about her, right? Sorry about that confusion. Got it. Okay, can we do this? Oh my god. Can we do? Okay, like I've said before, you healed parts of him he didn't even know were hurt. Okay? It's like, it's the same kind of energy, you know, when you're washing your hands and then you realize there are cuts in your hands and fingers you didn't even know existed before you started washing your hands. And then now that you realize, oh, there's a cut here, oh, there's a cut there, and all that, you know. But like, he thinks that, you know, you are a little sneaky, you're a little deceptive when it comes to things like who you are as a person. Got it, Glass Rose. You are next after I'm done with this reading. Please be patient. And of course, thank you both for your payments. I appreciate the support. But it's like you hide who you truly are as a person. And you know, you are a queen, okay? There's no denying that. But you could be a little more transparent with your feelings and, you know, who you are with him. But yes, you are, you feel like a goddess to him, you know. He's like, are you both married? But you know, you're very caring, you're very nice, and you're also, you know, abundant. But he does want to marry you. You are like, you feel like a goddess to him, you know. It's a very goddess energy for him. You know, how you sit, how you talk, how you move. He just wishes that you were, you know, more open with him, transparent with your feelings, so that he could be open and transparent with, you know, his needs and wants and desires as well. As for his reading, his feelings for her. Things with her are, you know, very difficult. They're very negative. You know, and like there's this constant rejection of feelings, you know. Like with you, feelings matter, you know, like feelings exist. He knows he's taken care of like that. But with her, it feels like his emotional needs are constantly being neglected, you know, and like there's just it's just so difficult to be with her, you know. It's like life with you is like butter, but with her it feels like a scrub, you know. Like it's like how body butter feels on your skin and how scrub feels on your skin, you know. Both of them are nourishing for your skin, you know. But the body butter is so much more, you know, nice. It's so much more, you know, when you use a body butter, it just feels like luxury, and it feels so smooth, and it feels so nice, comforting, and all that, you know. And whereas on the other hand, a scrub, not just like a body scrub that, you know, like those luxury ones, you know, it feels like the scrub you use for washing utensils. She feels like that on her skin, you know, like, and just replace the skin with, you know, emotions and heart, okay? Like, the more he gets to know her, the more he understands that, you know, he's better off without her. And, you know, like, things just fall apart when she's around, you know, like, and like, she gets up to in his head, you know, like, she plays a lot of mind games and unnecessary ones, you know. She's not just sitting there and being like, she just traps him. She's it feels very how do I say this, toxic, manipulative. Yes, she's very manipulative to him, and then she just like plays with his head, and it's very annoying, you know. I feel like pulling my hair out, you know. That's how he feels with you, not with you, with her. Sorry about that. But she's a snake. I know that's not a nice thing to hear, but like, you know, he knows she's a snake, but then he doesn't want to, you know, it still feels difficult for him to, you know, let her go because of the past they had. Do you have any follow-up questions? Is there anything I can, you know, clarify for you? But she's like an energy vampire, you know, she sucks the life out of him. And and he just wants to, you know, let that go and let that fantasy go and be in the present with his world, which is you. Is there something I can clarify for you? Do you have any follow-up questions? Let me know. If not, we can move on with the next reading. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Thank you for trusting me with your energy, and I hope I'm given the honor to read for you again. Glass Rose, it's your turn. Do you have any questions? Do you want a general? Okay, sure. I don't usually do health, but as I was shuffling, I was really drawn to reading for you like that. Okay. Very soon, I would say you can expect. Are you comfortable with Hindi? I would say you're comfortable with Hindi, but I would still like to, you know, ask, get the confirmation. Okay. तो पहली बात तो 2 महीने जैसे ही निकल रहे हैं आपके धीरे से, आप इसमें ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क देख सकते हैं. ओके, आपकी हेल्थ ऐसे ठीक होने वाली है. एंड इफ़ यू आर ड्रॉन टू हनुमान जी भगवान, Okay, he really wants to help out and help you heal. Hi, Bhaiya. He really wants to help you out and heal. So, if you listen to Hanuman Bahuk, it will be very beneficial to you, you know. 2 महीने के अंदर ऐसे ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क मिल जाएगा। और ऐसे ही नहीं सुनना है कि सिर्फ सुनना है ठीक होने के लिए, अपना मन लगा के सुनना, ओके। Irrespective of what you believe in, he's a deity and he's very much present in the world, right? And you know, usually deities don't come like this. 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Back to your reading class rules. Um, yes, आप ना मन लगा के भक्ति के साथ एक 2 महीने सुन के देखिए, ठीक है। मैं बोल रही हूँ, गारंटी दे रही हूँ कि ना ऐसे ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क हो जाएगा, ठीक है। लाइक आपको समझ में इतना फ़र्क पड़ेगा कि ना आप भूल जाओगे कि आप करंटली कितना सह रहे हो, ठीक है। इम्प्रूवमेंट देखिए, आपका जो मुझे दिख रहा है ना, आप जो भी सह रहे हैं, आप ये पास्ट कर्मा के कारण सह रहे हैं, ठीक है। आपने पिछले जन्म में जो भी किया है वो थोड़ा बैलेंस हो रहा है बस, ठीक है। लेकिन बहुत जल्दी ये 2 महीने ऐसे रिकवरी होने वाली है। लेकिन फिर भी थोड़ा बहुत ऐसे हल्का सा रह जाता है ना, 10% जो है वो 10% का मुझे डाउट है मुझे, क्योंकि वो 10% आपका 10% रिकवरी में थोड़ा डिले होगा, क्योंकि आपका कर्मा है ना, तो आपको भोगना तो पड़ेगा ताकि आपको फ्यूचर में कोई दिक्कत ना हो। लेकिन आप बहुत जल्दी बहुत अच्छे से रिकवर करोगे, और इस बार रिकवर करने के बाद ना ऐसे फिर कभी नहीं होगा, ठीक है। लेकिन आप ये सुनने से पहले अगर आपसे हो सके तो ना उनको लड्डू चढ़ा दें या कुछ भोग चढ़ा दें, ठीक है। और ना ऐसे फर्स्ट टाइम जब सुनेंगे, एक सेकेंड। अगस्त सितंबर तक, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा। लेकिन उतना टाइम नहीं लगेगा। आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड आपका दर्द, मैं समझ सकती हूँ, आप जो सह रहे हैं वो समझ सकती हूँ। लेकिन ना, as soon as I started shuffling, मुझे हनुमान जी दिख गए और ना वो बोल रहे थे कि ना मैं मदद करने के लिए तैयार हूँ, ये मदद तो मांगे, है ना। कई चीज़ें मांगने से ही मिलती हैं, भले ही वो देने के लिए तैयार होते हैं, लेकिन हमें भी मांगना पड़ता है, हमें भी अपना दिखाना पड़ता है कि ना भगवान देखो मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, कर रही हूँ कि ना मेरी आप मदद, है ना। भूख लग रही है मालूम है, घर में खाना है ये भी मालूम है, लेकिन मम्मा से मांगना पड़ता है ना कि ना मुझे भूख लग रही है। हनुमान बाहुक, अम, आपको लिंक भेजती हूँ मैं। आई थिंक एक है जो मेरे फैमिली में भी सुनते हैं कई लोग, और मैंने देखा है कि ना कई लोगों की रिकवरी हुई है इससे। ये थोड़ा लंबा है, लेकिन ना आप श्रद्धा से सुनिए और उनको कुछ भोग चढ़ा के सुनिए, तो आपको एकदम ऐसे ना, आपको खुद डिफरेंस समझ में आ जाएगा, मुझे बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं। बट ये लेके चलना है कि अभी तो मैं ठीक हो ही जाऊंगी, है ना। वो माइंडसेट के साथ, अपनी विश्वास के साथ जब आप सुनेंगे, ये बिलीफ रखेंगे कि अब ठीक हो जाएंगे, तो आप हो जाओगे। 2 मंथ्स हैबिट बनाने में थोड़ा डिफ़िकल्टी हो सकती है, थोड़ा हैबिट बनने में भी टाइम लगता है, लेकिन हो जाए। दैट्स गुड एडवाइस। किस वे में? हेलो पॉलीन, हाय हाय, हाउ आर यू? आई एम गुड, व्हाट अबाउट यू? Yes, and like how सेव कर लो और विश्वास से सुनना, देखिए, ठीक है। आप अपने माइंड में ऐसे शक नहीं रखना कि ये नहीं होगा वो नहीं होगा, हो जाएगा, ठीक है। ऐसे ही नहीं बोलती मैं किसी को, मैंने बोला है तो पक्का होगा। मैंने नहीं बोला, यानी मैं बोल रही हूँ, लेकिन मुझे जिसने बोला है उस पर विश्वास, मुझे मेरी माता रानी पे विश्वास। और उनका कहा ना ऐसे ही नहीं चले जाता, तो आप विश्वास रख के कीजिए। और जैसे भैया ने बोला है कि पानी का ग्लास रखिए, फिर पूरा पाठ होने के बाद वो पानी पीजिए। और फिर आप देखिए, आप ना खुद आके बोलेंगे कि ना इतना ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क हो गया। जो फ्रस्ट्रेशन होती है वो मैं भी जानती हूँ लेकिन अपने कर्मा से तो अपन कहीं नहीं भाग सकते, वो तो फेस करना ही पड़ता है। लेकिन भगवान से मदद मांग सकते हैं कि भगवान आप मेरी मदद करो, और भगवान का जिस पे आशीर्वाद होता है ना, उन पे कर्मा ऐसे नहीं लगते हैं ज़्यादा। इसलिए मैं बोल रही हूँ सितंबर तक हो जाएगा, थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा। ठीक है, आपके गुरुजी का क्वेश्चन थोड़ा क्लियर करना पड़ेगा आपको, क्योंकि मुझे समझ में नहीं आया। Pauline, okay. Let me do you now. Okay. You know, like, you are more of a friend, you know. Um, she sees you as a friend more than a romantic interest, you know. Like, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of fire involved, and, you know, there's a lot of dominance and all that good stuff, but there's only so much. uh, I didn't realize you've never been here before when I was doing a voice stream. But yeah, you are like a friend, you know. A friend she has romantic feelings for, but a relationship honestly is not her thing anymore, you know. Like, I believe she's taken, right? She's married and all that. Like, in that marriage, she realized that she does not like the restriction of being in a committed relationship, you know. She loves she loves being in, you know, she loves the freedom of wanting to go out with, you know, as many people as possible. Mm-hmm. She's dating, but she also wants, you know, she's not the committed type, you know. Like, mm, she could even be into things like polyamorous relationships and all that. But for her, settling down with one person is really difficult. And, like, that's where again that narrative comes into the picture, that, you know, she sees you more as a friend than a romantic commitment. I don't think she, like, loves anyone like that, honestly. Like, that's where a lot of her issues with romantic relationships are rooted, you know. She had feelings, and then she realized she has feelings for other people as well. It's just like, it's not the kind that, you know, you just go with and be like, you know, this is my person forever. She's more of a experimental romantic, you know. Like, she's down to experiencing things and experimenting with things, and, you know, in that experimentation, in that not being careful with emotions of people, she ends up hurting her romantic partners. And, like, I hate to break it to you, but it's not going to be any different with you, you know. Like, there'll be a point where she's, you know, experimenting with other people, and it's just going to hurt your feelings, you know. Like, if she couldn't commit to her husband, you're still her, you know, girlfriend, you know. Only you think she's going to commit to you. Like, if she couldn't commit to her married partner, why would she commit to, you know, just a not so permanent partner? Like, she looks loyal and all that, but she's not really that loyal when it comes to things like these romantic connections. 1 minute. Uh, More like cheating with you, but in the future, yes. 1 minute, please. Yes, cheating in the future. But like, and she's open with, somewhere along the lines, you are okay with her cheating, right? Like, she's not a loyal person. And then it's going to give her more free reign of, being not so loyal in the future. Like, if she can cheat on him, she can also cheat on you. It's like the same thing. Like, your guides understand how in love and, how much you have feelings for her, and they understand how hard it is to let go. But, your feelings also matter. And, just because you're thirsty doesn't mean you'll settle for the drainage water, You're going to wait for a while to, get to a place that offers a cleaner, better water, You're not going to risk food poisoning or something like that just because you are super thirsty, right? I know I can feel how hard it is to let go. But again, just because you're thirsty doesn't mean you're going to settle for gutter water, right? It's okay to wait, Like, how many people are there in the world? There are 8 billion people in the world, right? And let's assume that you're not interested in half of them. And let's assume the other half is not interested in you. The half of the half is not interested in you. That would still mean that there are 2 billion people. And then let's assume that you never get to meet, you only get to meet 1% of them. What would that make it? What's 1% of 2 billion? Mm, that would make it, I would say, 2 million, right? I don't know. I'm a little clouded today in the head. That's why I'm not even typing. But yeah, like, that's the amount of people you can potentially be partners with, So, so there's no lack of fish in the in the ocean. Just be patient for the right one. Hey Katie, how are you? Long time no see. How are things with you? I got it. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it so much, It helps me continue what I'm doing. And I'm a student, I could always use that extra money. Thank you for letting me read for you. Pauline, and thank you for trusting me with your energy. I hope I'm given the honor to read for you again. And if you do have any more questions, and like I'm streaming and you weren't able to join, it's okay, you can always reach out on my Instagram, because I don't want you wasting away your membership just because times don't match. Ask away, people. Ask away. Ask away, Katie and Glassrose. Glassrose, you will have to clarify on how you expect help from your Guruji, because I didn't understand that question very well. Sure, sure, we can do that. Um, just out of curiosity, who is your Guruji? बट यस वो प्रे करते हैं, बीच बीच में चाहते हैं कि आपको फीलिंग मिले. एंड वो बहुत मेंटली हीलिंग सेंड करते हैं. एंड sure, Katie, just give me a minute. Are you scaring me with that gun? Are you blackmailing me? I'm kidding. Mentally बहुत वो ना ऐसे भेजते हैं कि मेंटली हीलिंग भेजते हैं. कैसे बताऊँ मैं? जैसे कई लोग ना मन में सोचते हैं कि ना भगवान इसका भला कर दो, ऐसे वो ऐसे बोलते हैं कई बार, एंड वो हेल्प करता है. जैसे कि डायरेक्ट हीलिंग नहीं मिलती ऐसी चीज़ों से. जैसे कि मैं बोल रही हूँ ना, मैं भी हीलिंग करती थी. मैंने अभी रोक दिया क्योंकि ना मैं जब हीलिंग करती हूँ उसका असर मुझ पर भी आता है. तो जैसे कि किसी को बैक एक था, मैंने उसका बैक एक तो ठीक कर दिया, मुझे बैक एक हो गया. तो मैंने रोक दिया था. लेकिन कई बार हीलिंग का कैसे होता है, ऐसे डायरेक्ट रिजल्ट्स नहीं दिखते हैं. उनकी हीलिंग ऐसी होती है कि ना आपके हीलिंग के पाथ पे जो ऑब्स्टिकल्स है ना, उनकी हीलिंग निकाल देती है ना. जैसे कई बार हीलिंग कर रहे हो, डॉक्टर के पास जा रहे हो, एक डॉक्टर का ऐसे क्या बोलते हैं, एक डॉक्टर का ट्रीटमेंट असर कर गया, लेकिन वो डॉक्टर ही कहीं और चले गया, या आप डॉक्टर को अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाए, या आप ही कहीं और चले गए. ऐसे जो अड़चन आते हैं ना, वो अड़चन हटा रहे हैं इनके प्रेयर्स से. मुझे वो दिख रहा है कि ना ऐसे डायरेक्ट हेल्प नहीं हो रहा है, ऐसे इनडायरेक्ट हेल्प हो रहा है कि आपके हीलिंग पे जो अड़चने हैं, जो आपको दिक्कतें आ रही है, आपको जो हीलिंग से रोक रही है चीज़ें, उनको हटा रहे हैं. मुझे ना इनका असर जो दिख रहा है इनके प्रेयर का, हीलिंग का, अप्रैल के आसपास दिख रहा है. तब ना ऐसे दिखेगा कि हाँ इनका असर पड़ा है मुझ में. ठीक है, लेकिन आप ना हनुमान बाहुक बिल्कुल ऐसे श्रद्धा भक्ति से सुनिए, आपको सच्ची में असर पड़ेगा. ठीक है, मैं ऐसे यूजुअली किसी को रेकमेंड नहीं करती, लेकिन आपका जैसे ही मैंने क्वेश्चन देखा, मुझे पहले तो हनुमान जी दिखे. फिर वो बोलते हैं कि ना इसकी मैं हेल्प करने के लिए तैयार हूँ, ये हेल्प नहीं मांगता. ठीक है, तो आप सच्ची में अगर उनको ना ऐसे हो सके तो आप उनको लड्डू चढ़ाइए शुरू करने से पहले, और ये बोले कि देखो भगवान, मैं निर्मल भक्ति से आपका ये पाठ करना शुरू कर रहा हूँ, कर रही हूँ। ठीक है, आप मेरी मदद करें, मेरा कष्ट हरें ये मन से। और ना हो सके तो शुरू करने से पहले एक राम नाम का जप कर ले, वो एक्स्ट्रा खुश हो जाते हैं। ठीक है, लेकिन आप ना इस बार पक्का ठीक हो जाओगे। ये साल के बाद ना आप में इतना फर्क आ जाएगा, आप इतने अच्छे से हील हो जाओगे कि आपको, आप ये भूल जाओगे कि ये जो ट्रबल था आपको लगता कैसे था। जैसे अगर आपको दर्द होता होगा कि वो दर्द होता भी था, वो था भी, ऐसा भी था, वैसा भी था, आपको ऐसे आप एकदम भूल जाओगे। ठीक है, ठीक है, लेकिन आप भक्ति से सुनिए। ठीक है, अपना मन शांत करके, अपना मन प्योर करके करे, आप एकदम ठीक हो जाओगे। ठीक है, thank you for letting me read for you, thank you for trusting me with your energy, and I hope I'm given the order to read for you again. Okay, okay Katie, it's your turn. नहीं, आप ठीक हो जाओगे। आपका ना ये whatever you were facing was because of your past life karma. Okay, like usually physical pain, trouble, sickness and all that comes only to us when we are facing karma. ठीक है, things like financial trouble and all other things that everyone will face because of us is like collective karma. But things like illness and all that is mostly our personal karma. So you have been balancing all that karma you did in the past life, and slowly, slowly it's coming to an end. And this year it will end. Okay, Katie, your question. Let's see. Um, is she wasting her time on this man, or is this connection actually going somewhere? I see both of you mirroring each other when it comes to the feelings regarding this connection. Okay, both of you are drained, both of you are exhausted, both of you are in pain, both of you are in despair. And you know, both of you are slowly, slowly, it's like, you know, you're draining the joy out of each other's light, right? One minute, please. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. And it's difficult, and at the same time, what this connection feels like, it's so fulfilling, and it's so fulfilling, and it's like, oh, I finally found this, it's like when you're longing for something all your life and you finally find it. And that satisfaction of finally getting something you've been seeking, wanting, desiring, and and that fulfillment paired with that pain, it's just really hard to sit still in this connection. Like, this is supposed to be healing, but what is happening in this connection, right? And it's just, and at the end of the day, when you're going to bed, you don't sit there and feel like, oh, it feels amazing. You're just sitting there in pain, and you're just like, I'm hurt, and my energy is drained, my emotions are drained, and I'm constantly in this cycle of pain and all that. And it is just, this cycle is not new to both of you. I'm not going to lie. It's been happening for lives now for both of you. It's not something new your soul's experiencing. It's happened before and it's happening again and all that. So it's just that constant circle going in circles. It's like, how to explain this? It's like that chromosome you see, that overlap and then split, that overlap and then split, coming together, going away, coming together, going away. And it's frustrating, it's annoying, and not just that, it's also emotionally draining, it's also affecting your relationships and all that. But it's just the contract both of your souls have agreed to. It's like, you belong to me and no one else. Like, you, but then there's so much of, how do I explain this? There's so much of annoyance and grief that comes with it, that it's difficult to be together, but then it's also difficult to be apart from each other, be away from each other. Hi, Ishika. Are It's like, even if someone else is coming towards you and offering you everything you want, you're not happy with it, because that's not what you want, that's not who you want, and you're just, it's like you cannot stay together but cannot stay away from each other as well. And the only way to end this constant cycle, this cycle is only going to end once you both get married. you know that's the only way how this is ending. But you certainly also have that free will and all that, and you can, if you so desire that I do not want to be in this anymore, and you decide to seek something else, someone else, and that's totally fine. When you set that intention that I am tired of this, I do not want this anymore, and you decide that this someone else I seek, and this constant Anyways, what was I saying? Like, if you set that intention out and, let yourself know, let your subconscious know, let the universe know that, I'm done with this and I want to move on to healthier things. I don't want to be in this constant cycle anymore. I want this to, you know, I'm sick of this and I don't want this person anymore. You will open up a lot of things. It's like cutting that connection you had. It's that setting that intention that, I'm no longer willing to be trapped in this. It's like you can neither stay, neither can you go. But it's like you're at this event and you're like, it's difficult to stay in that event because, everyone's toxic, but they're not letting you go and they're constantly trying to, talk to you and all that. And in that event, if you say, you know what, I'm done with this, I'm going home, and you be firm and rigid in that boundary, they're going to let you go. It's not like they can trap you there. Similarly, if you do not wish to, stay trapped in this connection, it's a boundary you should set that, write it down somewhere, or, like, I have seen a lot of people doing this. They write a letter down to the person they're trying to, get rid of, get away from, and all that. They express everything they feel and then they burn it. Like, they're just letting that person go like that. But if you want to stay, it's going to require both of you to, sit down and communicate. Only after he's done the work, once he's open to expressing and experiencing things, and that comes from things like therapy. And even for you, you are constantly attracted to people that are, toxic, and they keep you trapped and all that, So you have to work on that as well. Like, detach the person from the experiences and then understand that, is this what you want in your future? Because with partnerships, it's not just both of you that are involved, it's everyone else around you as well, your kids, your family, your work, your friends, everyone. I'm not asking you to let go, you should write things down, write everything you've experienced. Mm, um, and if writing's difficult, just think about everything you've experienced, like what happened between both of you, like how things were, what interactions were, like was there an equal exchange of things overall, like we cannot expect everyone to be 100% all the time, right? But there's only so much of toxicity one should tolerate before showing someone the door, like you cannot constantly expect someone to constantly be toxic and be okay with it and be like, oh, but this person's a nice person, But don't just, it feels like you've fallen for the wrong thing. You've not fallen for the wrong person, but for the wrong experience, both of you need to fall for each other again, but in a different sense, you know. Like when both of you came together, it was a very toxic environment. Both of you were getting out of very toxic things, you know. This partnership's very important, okay? But it needs to come from a different place, you know, not a place where both of you are, you know, just attached. It's like both of you have gotten off in the wrong foot, started off in the wrong way. And that needs to be fixed for this to work. It's like wiping the slate clean. See, just going into no contact is doing no one any good, okay? Like, unless both of you are working during that no contact, it's just going to repeat the same cycle, okay? Like, same thing for you. You are always attracted to, you know, such toxic, unhealed people. Sit down and be like, okay, where's this rooted? You know, if you can afford therapy, get therapy. Because if both of you come from a place of need, that, you know, oh, I need this person to survive, exist, I need this person to, you know, boost up my what's that called, boost my self-esteem or anything like that, you know. It's a partnership. It's, you know, it's not a dependent relationship. You know, you need to be okay with, you need to be okay with being alone without this person. No, don't let go. Let go of what emotions and what you were attracted, you know. Like, um, let's say, uh, like you don't hold him accountable for a lot of things, right? Just because you're scared that you know he's going to walk out. If being held accountable, someone's leaving, then that's a sign of a very immature person, right? So understand what you deserve as a person and what behavior you are willing to, you know, put up with, and what behavior should not be tolerated and all that, you know. I know I said that, you know, if you want to let this go, you need to set that intention and all that. I don't see that happening though. You know, it's like both of you, once you get that fresh start, both of you need, it's going to work out. You know, both of you both worked out just fine when, you know, you were in pain and all that. You both will work out amazingly when you heal. You know, when you come from a very positive and healed place in life. When you're not just there because, you know, it feels good. You're there because you want to be there. like I've said, both of you, need therapy, things like therapy and, sitting down and having that open communication. But that open communication is going to take some time. So that comes from a place that triggers him as a person. That's where his toxic cycles lie. Right? Once both of you start working on what triggers both of you as individuals and, what toxic cycles you both get onto, it's going to be much easier to understand that all these are not, I don't want this, I don't want that. It's more like I was not ready for this, or this scared me at that given point. It's going to take time, both of you need a lot of work to be done, emotionally, and a lot of childhood patterns that need to be unlearned, and a lot of things like people pleasing and all that needs to be worked on. It's not going to be easy, but it's like you know what it feels like? It's like how when you try making lemonade in polluted water and a dirty lemon, you know, if that worked, why wouldn't pure water and clean lemon work? Like it's like how you bought cheap ingredients for a cake and that cake turned out good. Then why wouldn't, cleaner ingredients work? They'll be even better, right? It's better to, stay away as both of you are on this individual journey to heal. It'll just make it easier. See, like again with the lemonade example, it's easier to clean the lemon separately and strain the water separately, right? If you mix both of them, it's going to be difficult to clean the impurities. Similarly, it's easier for both of you to heal as individuals rather than, separately. Together. Sorry about that. Like I said, my brain's a little clouded. For a while, it's nothing permanent. See, the water and lemon are supposed to go together, okay? They're meant to be lemonade. They just need to be cleaned a little before that can happen. I think you need to dive deeper into your shadow aspects, the things you avoid, parts of you that you do not wish to, talk about, communicate about. And it could be anything. It could be, having it could be like having a traumatic childhood that, that's difficult to go back to. But those shadow aspects of you are what you need, are the key for this to work out. No, both of you, it's like I've said, both of you are meant to be together. You just have to put in the work and heal as individuals first. Okay? And it's not just the first time you're meeting this person, okay? This soul has been with you in multiple past lives, okay? I would say approximately 2 to 3 of them, at least, together as partners. Okay, so it's nothing new for your soul. It's just new for your brain and body to work out. Okay, like listen, okay, I will give you an example, okay? For example, you've got hurt, okay? Like you have a cut on your arm, right? And if anyone touches that arm, you're going to be pissed at that person, right? No matter how much you care about this person, it's still going to hurt, it's going to irritate you, right? But at the same time, when that cut's healed and someone touches that, it's going to feel nice, You feel like, okay, this person sees that scar, appreciates, like understands that scar, and is still with me. It's just that, both of you just trigger each other because you both touch parts of each other that are unhealed. Once that healing happens, it's going to be just fine. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, like like I've said before, you both need like you both have been together in the past as well, okay? Not just past as in this life, also previous lives, right? So it's nothing new for you both. it's gonna be okay, you know. Like, I've seen a lot of men like that, you know. They read something, they like let that get to their head, and you know, as time goes on, they get better at it. Like, they get back to their senses. It's no big deal. Like, I have a brother, I would know. Like, I've seen like my cousins as well, you know. They're like, they listen to the wrong person, they get like influenced by that person, and then they make it their whole personality, and they go through that entire phase of it, and then they get over it, you know. They're not that rigid, okay? The very they get over it very pretty quickly. You don't have to worry about that. Don't worry about it, you know. Just keep that positive mindset. Know that God's got you, you know. Like, God's not going to mess this up, you know. You matter to Him, and your feelings matter to Him. So don't worry. You know, you're in good hands. You're going to be okay. Things will get better. And thank you for letting me read for you. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. And I appreciate the support you show me. And thank you so much, everyone who's been here, who supported me today. And I should probably get going too because it's almost 10 p.m. my time. And yeah, I would love to get a good walk today. I do that all the time. I love night walks, you know, very nice. So yeah, I'll get going. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for supporting me. And you all are amazing. Bye bye.